Hey guys, welcome to Manifesting Better. I'm back with another video and another topic that needs to be addressed. I also have an Instagram account. The link for that is in the description box below. Coaching is also available. The link for that too is in the description box below.
Hey guys, hope you're well. So in this video, I want to talk about my morning manifestation routine. Now, this is not just going to be like I'm going to make another video out after this, where I would also be talking about my night routine. I will put it out in the next week. I have made a video before where I have talked about my full day, how I go about my full day as like my personal manifestation routine. So I will link that video down below, but I have actually made a lot of changes in it because I've made that video I think around a year back. I think more than a year back, and I have found out different and more effective ways to manifest and to conduct my life better. So some ways work better for me, some things I still stick to. So if you want me to make a refreshed video on that too, just leave a comment down below and I will make a different video on this. Now, I'm not going to just be including manifestation things here, because one thing that I have learned over my period of years as a coach is that I have seen that when people have all areas of their life sorted, it becomes way easier for them to not react, focus on their manifestations, handle resistance, be consistent, go forward with all these things better. What I have also seen is that when we are a mess in all areas of our life and we are actually not gathered and conductive, and we are not actually in a way where we are controlling our life in some way, where basically we are at least controlling our actions, that manifestations suffer. So generally, if I just give you a general example, someone who comes to you and says that, hey Karan, like if a client comes to me and says that, hey Karan, I'm someone who does this in the morning, does this in the evening, and I'm taking care of myself, I have these things that I do for my hobbies and all these things, but this area of my life needs more focus. Whereas on the other hand, someone comes and tells me all areas of my life are a mess. As a coach, I already understand that the second person might need a little bit of more work. And if you hear this, you will know that too. It's because we can transcend our habits from one area into the next one. So someone who's consistent with, let's say, working out will have a better chance of being consistent faster with their manifestation routines, because they already have their consistency muscle in regards to the things that they want in check. So understand that the routines are supposed to be improving your life, not just being about this one thing, because a lot of people consider routines as this end all be all. And another, this disclaimer I had to share before I proceed forward with this video is, a lot of people think that routines are going to solve all their problems. I had a client the other day, I was talking to her and she said that, hey Karan, I have done that, I have done my routine for 6 days, but I have not found any results. Like, should I keep doing it? Like, should I change it? And if you truly understand the situation of this person, she has been in a toxic pattern for 4 to 5 years. And in 6 days, there is this expectation that this routine will suddenly make it better. And of course, we talked about it. She understood the fact that she also has to expect consistency. She has to expect that this is something that she's building up, which might take a little bit of time. And that does not mean that you receiving things that you want has to take time. It just means that your routines might take time, and building up consistency will take time. Also, it's important to understand that building these habits up is for you, so that you can feel more energized and a stronger human being, right? Not just to get these things. So the first thing that I do is, whenever I wake up, as soon as I wake up, I have those alarm clocks where like you can put this far away from your bed and it just rings. So I have this alarm clock which I put far away from my bed. The first thing that I do as soon as I wake up is I don't delay waking up. What that means is, I even shared this and talked about this in my previous video where I talked about the method 5 4 3 2 1. So the first thing that I do is, as soon as the first time I'm opening my eyes, I wake up, because I know if I go back to bed, I will either go back directly into deep sleep and I will ruin it later, or probably would be half asleep the whole morning, or I would be delayed, and then the whole day I would just be playing catch up, and all the other things that I want to do, all my plans for the day will go to garbage, because I would be just playing catch up for the next thing. So that's what I do. The first thing I do is, when I wake up, I just wake up. And honestly, a lot of you will get a lot of help from this. The next thing that I do is I have these ice roller things, like this ice roller thingy. What it is that you can just buy it on Amazon. I don't get any money for for promoting this, so you can just search for it. And how it goes is that it's this small capsule kind of thing. You can put a lot of water in it and it freezes, and you can put it on your face. Now the reason that I do it is because I have found in my personal experience that using ice even just on your face, if you have time constraints, makes it easier and accessible for you to do it. So you will have a higher and a more consistent chance of doing it. And it has very similar effects as a cold plunge. Now, one effect that I have personally seen is every morning if I do this, I feel that throughout the day I'm able to regulate my emotions better, because I am in charge of how I go about it and I feel way more focused. So just this simple act of putting water in this capsule, making it ice and rubbing it on my face till my face feels like it has frozen has had immense benefits for my skin and has had immense benefits for my energy levels in the morning. So that's something that is very helpful. After I do that, I go to the kitchen, I fill a glass full of water, and then I put some salt in it, some pink salt, and I just mix it and I drink it. The reasoning being because when I'm waking up, I'm anyway not hydrated. I'm actually dehydrated and I need some water in my system, because once I have that water, what you don't seem to like, what a lot of people don't seem to understand is that just these 10 minutes of things, if you do them, your energy levels will skyrocket. Like if you just if you just have water in the morning, finish your water intake of the day, great, feels like something simple. Just do this for 3 months, you will see immense benefits, right? So then I just finish a glass full of water. After I've done with my water, what I do is I sit and I do my breath work. So as of now, I'm doing the Wim Hof breath work. I keep changing the breath work that I do based on the needs that I have. Right now, I was facing some stomach issues and some skin issues and some flu issues, like small things that were coming up. I think it was because of some allergies. So that's why I'm doing Wim Hof, because I have seen that Wim Hof helps me combat my health issues a lot, and I have seen that I don't get sick at all when I am consistently doing the Wim Hof breath work. Now there are different types of breath work that you can use which have different benefits. Sometimes when I need different kinds of benefits, I use different kinds of breath works. For example, when I have a long run planned, right, I would be more inclined to go towards something like box breathing, because there I am using less oxygen and I'm teaching my body to run on slightly less oxygen, which is what the condition would be when I'm running, right? So there is a reason behind it. You just don't do something without any reason. There has to be a reason behind it. Also, Wim Hof breathwork helps a lot with calming down your nervous system. So if you're someone who's very reactive as a person, for a long-term benefit, Wim Hof breathwork should be your go-to. After I'm done with the breath work, I do my revision challenge. Now I have made a dedicated video on how I go with the revision challenge. This is where I write down 7 to 10 points from the end result that I have something, and then I revise it at the end of the day. By now I have gotten to a place where I don't revise it at the end of the day, because I just don't feel the need to convince myself that it has happened, because I anyway know that if I have written it down at some point it will, and there is no urgency. But you can check the video, it's linked down below. You can check it out and you will understand what the challenge is about. After I'm done with that, I go out in the sun for a while. Now I know that because I am someone who works for myself and I am able to have slightly more time in the mornings, that I am able to have a slightly longer routine. If you're someone who has lesser time in the mornings because you have maybe a job to go to, or maybe college, or maybe school, whatever it is, then you can make this routine according to yourself. It should include aspects of control and structure, right? That will help you. It does not really just has to be exactly my routine. But what I also have seen is that if I just wake up 30 minutes earlier, I'm able to accomplish a lot more, a lot faster, and able to attack my day very, very well. So that's something. So I go out in the walk. Usually I take my dog. I go take her to the walk in the morning. If my mom or my dad has not taken her, then I take her to the walk in the morning. After I come back, then I have my first set of affirmations. Now, those affirmations are usually, especially the ones that I'm doing at the start of the day, they are usually general, and they are more focused towards the general area of self concept. Now, it can be different for different areas. So, usually in the mornings, I'm using a general set of affirmations that is focused on all areas of my life. It just doesn't have to be money or relationships. In all areas, general affirmations like things are always working out for me, I feel blessed, I feel confident, I feel loved. Now, especially in those 10 minutes, the first set of affirmations that I'm doing, for now at least, the way that I'm going forward with it is I don't plan these affirmations. I go with whatever feels good in that moment, which has been something that has been very helpful for me, at least for now. After finishing my first set of affirmations, I go to workout. Now, my workouts are very long, so I go to workouts, but by the time that I come back, because I wake up on time and I finish these things, it's very early in the morning, right? Because I'm able to accomplish these things at a very good time in the morning, what happens is I have a lot of time left throughout the day to converse with my clients. Then that is where I start my sessions. So that is where I eat something and then I start my sessions. So by this time, I have already done my breath work, I have already done my revision challenge, I have already went into the sun, taken that benefit, I have already hydrated myself, worked out. So physically and mentally, I'm both in a very stable position to move forward with my day. Because when you're talking to clients, there is a lot of energy exchange, right? And if you as a coach, and this is a tip for all the coaches out there, if you people who are just starting to get into coaching business of whatever kind, if you yourself are not going to be able to take care of yourself, it's a very foolish expectation that you would be able to take care of your client, right? So any kind of conversation with a client will require a lot of energy exchange, and you would have to help them. But while you're talking to them, you're also internalizing their situation. If you're not mentally stable first, you would have a more difficult time being able to help them, because you would be able to guide them with a stable mindset. So it is more essential, if you are someone who is in a difficult situation in life, or you are someone like a coach, that you understand that this stability is important. Having a structure in the morning is important, not just because you have to get something, but because it is supposed to be a slightly spiritual practice. Because then, now if I face a circumstance or I'm hit with a resistance, I know what to do, because I am feeling stable, I'm feeling in control, I'm just not feeling out of the blue, and I'm not feeling that just life is happening to me. So I hope this video helps. I will be making a night manifestation routine, like what do I go about, how do I go about it after this. So I will see you guys in the next video, and hope you have a good day.
Click the like button if you liked the video. Subscribe and turn the notifications on for more such content. Comment down your video suggestions, and I will see you guys in the next one.